Check, 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 check. 1 2 1 2. Okay, nice. What is up, lovely people? Welcome back to another stream, another video. If you're watching this later, it is Asia session of June 26th. Gonna move my screen to the right this time. Because people were complaining they couldn't see the time frames I was on. So right now this is a bearish candle. Where are we at on the daily, and what should we expect from this daily range? Honestly, I still have a little bit of PTSD from gold after this huge move right here. Um, it was consolidating, running in both sides. Like literally, each candle had huge wicks on both sides, and it was just a very dangerous, like terrible trading week. It was just like you don't know where it's gonna go, and all of a sudden, bang, 500 pips. And now we're inside of a bearish FVG. We closed slightly inside of a bullish one in yesterday's range, and we got some buy side from that. But we ended up overall closing bearish, and then from the open of today, it's been what are we 3 hours since the open, and we are currently bearish on this daily candle. What should we expect now? Are we going to aim for the lows? Are we going to run down below this monthly open, or should we be looking for buy side? If we scale down to the lower time frame, we take a look at the 4 hour time frame, some liquidity on the 4 hour. I see no relevant fair value gaps or anything to reference on the 4 hour. So let's keep scaling down. On the 1 hour, I do not see a fair value gap right there, but there is one right here. So there's also a bearish FVG right there. So we could be looking for a slight pullback there. And if we scale back a little bit further, I wouldn't be using this actually. It's a little too small, too far away from where price is. So we scale down one more time. So these lines right here, this is a IFVG on the 1 hour, this is a FVG on the 1 hour. And then if we go a little bit lower, we have a FVG and a regular FVG right there. So what we can do is, now that we're running up and there's some buy side momentum, we can look for, at the minimum, this right here. So if we're looking for a little scalp from 17 to 21, then we might be able to catch that like from a IFEG on the lower time frame. Let's see, 3 minute. Like we might be able to go long from like this 3 minute IFEG. And our target would be this one right here. Let me go open up the stream. Check how much people are watching. If you guys have any questions. Barely missed it right there. For some reason the stream's not popping up on my phone. We can scale down one more and see, maybe there was an IFEG that we missed. No, there wasn't, so it just hasn't tapped anything yet. Okay, there you go. What is up, beautiful people? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Still on vacation, enjoying the nice little view. I was at the beach today, swam a little bit, and even got some sunlight. I'm getting darker by the day. You guys can see the little sunburn on me. But what's most important to me is making some bread. So that's what we're going to be aiming to do today. Scale back out to the higher time frame, see what's going on. I can also split up my screen. Okay, we're going to leave this one on the 30-minute time frame. Then on this one, we're going to change it to... I'm just going to honestly mark out the FVG. Since I'm not sure about this daily range, I think I'd optimally be looking for sells, but I'm just not sure. I want some confirmation. I want to see some. This daily candle has no wick. We might even want to tap this FVG again. I think I'm leaning more towards buys and I'd want to get in right now towards buys before it actually gets up there. So look, if you're not clear about the bias, here's how you take a winning trade. So you don't know what direction it's running in overall, right? But you know high probability setups. High probability setups. Give me a second. Okay. So you don't know the direction, the overall direction. You think it might still go up because there's no wick here. There's a daily FEG above. Okay. There's a daily FEG above. And so there is still some room for potential buy side, but you're leaning more towards sells. So you just look for a high probability area to sell from because you're more bearish than you are bullish, and you buy to that level. So right now, inside of this level, right now, we scale down to the lower time frame, like 5 minute. There you go. So now we just tapped that 3 minute FVG and we tapped a 5 minute FVG. So now we target this 30 minute FVG on the right side. So we get into longs. That's what I'm gonna do right now. We get into longs targeting from this FVG right here to the 30 minute one, which is at 3,320. So this is like the worst case, right? Worst case, we know it's gonna at least melt from this thing. So we can maybe aim for the complete fill of it. Let's aim for 3,320, 1.5. So we took a high probability like buy from a like expecting price. It's so hard to explain this. We're expecting price if it wants to go down at the minimum to go down from a FVG, right? Because since we opened, you guys can see Asia session opened, it didn't really give it a chance to do anything. The daily candle still has no wick. So at the worst case, it would melt from here. And so we can get into a high probability position, like a quick little scalp, without risking anything really. Because we know that this trade is going to hit. Oh, let's see. And then in the best case, we chop off like a majority of our position right here, and then we hold the rest for it to potentially continue running up back to the daily FEG or whatever else it wants to aim for. Let's go. So I'm honestly just gonna go break even on my position right now. 13. And there you go. So we already have a profitable position. Like this one's already break even because we got in super fast off of like you guys probably wouldn't have been able to get into this position because the stream's slightly delayed, and you have to be like watching the market in order to enter in a position like this. But because it's a very fast position. But the idea was that in the worst case, it would melt after hitting this FVG, and I think it did. No, it barely missed it, so we're still good. This would be the worst case scenario where it barely hits it and runs down. We're expecting that it can even run to this daily high and create a new high so that the daily candle has a wick. So best case scenario, we let this trade run out. I'll show you guys my execution. So I got in, what's a better way for you guys to see this? I got in at 3318.12. So I'm just barely up almost 20 pips right now. That's my entry, and that's where price is at right now. And that's still something. Like being able to catch really high probability setups and just knowing, okay, now market can determine whether it wants to run down right away from this or whether it wants to continue running up and you're already break even, so you're not really bearing any risk on this trade. And obviously, we're leaning more towards the fact that it might run up a little bit higher just because this is the lowest possible area that it would sell from. But we did actually tap into it right there. So let's see. I'm getting a call. I'm just going to mute it real quick. So unfortunately, I got taken out of the position. $2 profit though. I'll take it. So what happened? We did tap the 30-minute FEG, and at the worst case, I didn't feel like closing my position because it wasn't enough profit. But at the worst case, you see that it did actually tap in to this before continuing lower. So that's that. There's still 23 minutes until this closes, but it looks like it's running towards the lows. So if it now wants to sell off, it will disrespect some lower time frame FEGs. So let's keep this lower time frame open right here and see if we get some confirmation. Okay, so we can kind of erase this now and just look at this FEG right here. And if it closes below this, is 3-minute time frame as well. If it closes below this, that's kind of confirmation that, hey, we just ran from a 30-minute FEG and we disrespected a lower time frame FEG that might support the fact that we're going to run down now. Oh, 38 seconds left. Oh, did it previously miss the 5-minute IFVG? That could still be like a supporting confluence. I didn't even see that. Yikes. So on the first time it ran down and tapped, it just ran from a FVG, but now it's running from a IFVG. What's still like the most important factor is whether it wants to run up or down in terms of the daily level. So there you go. Okay, so it looks like it didn't disrespect that. Let's wait 2 more minutes, and if it ends up disrespecting this 3-minute, then we'll be short on this trade. Come on. How you guys doing today? Who's doing what? You guys saving up for a vacation too, or what? It's nice. It's honestly nice. It's nice to take a step back, relax, take a big old breath. 1 minute left. I'm gonna mute again just for a second. But I'm watching the trade. I'm just waiting for this to actually play out so I can tell you guys where I'm taking a position. It's just a little bit slow right now, and since it's technically Friday's range, it shouldn't be. But remember, we are approaching the end of the month, so June 26th, and basically Monday's I think the last day of the month. And next week there's going to be a bank holiday. So honestly, yeah, we're expecting price to melt off a little bit. Like melt off all the way down to the low, the open, so that we can actually dip below the low. It doesn't really matter what happened on today's daily candle, like no wick. If it wants to go below this low right here and to the monthly open, then it's going to get there. Let me just keep that part open right there. I now firmly believe that we're going to get there, and I'm just going to start looking for trades there. What I think it's doing right now is it's waiting for this 15-minute candle to close with a fair value gap so that it can open and the next candle can run straight through and disrespect it. So watch, as soon as this 15-minute candle closes, it's game over. All right, guys, watch it run. It's time now. It just closed. New 15-minute candle opened and it left a little gap right here. So what I'm expecting now is it's just gonna run straight through this gap and just fly down to the target. It's just about time for that, you know what I mean? Let it create a little wick because it's gonna be the fattest sell side candle you guys have ever seen in the histories of the United States. Just kidding. But yeah, I am expecting it to invert this thing right now because it left a gap. Like it could have rebalanced it and continued going higher, but it left a little gap, likely because it wants to run down, flip it, use it to go lower. So now I'm pretty confident about this trade. You mess with the haircut? I had some dreads. I got my hair braided, but honestly, I didn't like the way that it looked, and I just took it out today. It was just like so dumb, bruh. My forehead is too big for that. I'm cooked, guys. But anyways, it made my hair all go back, and so yeah, it was just revealing my forehead, my terrible hairline, and I was just like, hell no, I've had enough of that nonsense. Wasn't rocking with that. Maybe if it was longer and I actually got it like dreaded where it hangs down, that would probably be kind of cooler. But the way that I had it wasn't that cool. Got tired of it. Come on, man. Why are we running up right now? That doesn't make much sense to me because it left a little gap and it's not using it at all. Even if it was to run higher, it would have at least tapped the gap, which makes me more confused. Scale back up. There's always an explanation for this stuff. Oh. Maybe it's the fact that we didn't touch the 30-minute IFVG. So that would be the entry point. It's either we get in from here or we get in from flipping the IFVG down here. Come on. Okay, that's what I'm watching there. Can I do three? Too broke for that one. If we're having problems, I feel bad for you, son. Okay, I'm in. I'm not expecting this 15 minutes to hold up. It was just creating a big wick, and so I'm getting in like right here. Put the stop loss right above the high because there's no point in putting the stop loss any higher. If we want to take a trade right here, then this is a good stop loss because if price wants to go back up from here, it's probably going to go all the way up here. So you can minimize how much you lose on this trade by simply re-entering later with a different stop loss, you know? but it wouldn't be a good idea right now to place your stop loss like much higher because if it goes higher, it's gonna sweep out your stop loss for sure, and you'll just lose more money. Okay, 10 minutes left. I just want to see it flip this thing, run down much lower. Let's go. Might be pushing towards the 1 hour FG. Also, do you know what it is? No, I only know the seasonal tendency for gold, month to month basis. Let's go check it out. Sent it out in the group. I don't like keep it on me at all times, so I don't know. June is bearish. July is bullish. There you go. But you have to be more realistic than just looking at the seasonal tendency. So look, if we are expecting that this month is bearish, then yes, towards the end of the month, we could be looking for some sells as long as price action confirms it. But if we're bullish inside of June, you have to think about it. Where could we possibly buy from in July? I meant July, if we're bullish in July. Where could you possibly buy from in July? So this is the month. Let's check the 3 month. 3 month. Okay, look at this. 3 month closes right here in 3 days, right? June is the sixth month. So once the sixth month closes, a new 3 month candle is going to open. 3 monthly candle. So if this 3 monthly candle opens, guys, what do you think is going to happen right here? You just bought gold? You're cooked. You're cooked. Because it is not going up. So 3 days until the new 3 month candle opens, right? Once this 3 month candle opens, this becomes a 3 month fair value gap. Right now, it's not a 3 month fair value gap because it has yet to close yet. But once it closes, it's obvious that it's not going to run down here in 3 days. It's going to stay up here. It's going to close. We're going to get a new FEG. When we get this, it's going to be the draw on liquidity for July. So when July runs down and taps into this thing, then we're obviously going to get some insane amount of buy side because when does market tap into 3 month FEGs? Like when was the last time that happened? The last time that happened was down here in 2024, and from there we ran up like crazy. Like we did not stop going up. So we can be like realistic and aim for some sell side now, because in the last 3 days that this month has, this 3 monthly candle has, it's likely going to expand it down for the next monthly candle, right? So once this closes, the next monthly candle is going to likely use this as a draw on liquidity to tap into. Did that make sense to you guys? You got to be realistic about your seasonal tendency. Did this just like gap up right now? Did I hit my stop loss or did I just place it super close? Oh, I just placed it super close. Okay, so that's why I'm bearish. And the daily supporting it as well. We got a daily bearish FEG. You answered buy as well. Let's see. I might be cooked here. If you're having problems, that's what that is, friends. 2 minutes left until the 15-minute candle closes. So this 15-minute candle will determine whether I'm right or wrong right now. Because if it closes like too high above this FVG, then obviously it's probably going to expand from it, and I'm wrong. So let's go back to the 15-minute over here and check that out. So after all that explaining, you guys still go and do your own thing. What am I doing all this for? This might as well just resign, retire from YouTube, retire from social media. 4 minutes left. Let's see if it pulls back down, closes below. I wasn't even expecting it to run up at all from this thing. So this is already telling me that I might be wrong here. 4 minutes left. The goal is 23. What's at 23? 99 problems off the bat for this thing. See, sometimes, guys, I just take losses because I expect something to happen to a bullish FEG. Like I expect it to become an IFEG, and I get in before that happens. So waiting for confirmation is a big important factor. Let's see, we still got 3 minutes. Come on. I'm cooked. I'm gonna just count that as a loss. I'm cooked. We still have one chance. We still have one chance to come back from this. Now that was an early entry just because I saw like fair value gap that we had potentially to run below. It's on me. Shouldn't have done that. What was I thinking? So you guys winning now? I think you should honestly take over the stream and just let me know what trades to take. Psych. This next trade's gonna be a banger, guys. I guarantee you that it's gonna melt down because in 3 months, like I said, there's gonna be a fat monthly 3 month FVG that it's gonna draw down to. So while this daily looks a little too good to be true, tapped in, ran down from that thing, I think we're honestly chilling. We're chilling. We're still gonna get some sell side. It might just be from this 30-minute IFVG. Yeah, you're right. I did go against my own rules and I didn't wait for that 30-minute FVG. Probably would have if I wasn't streaming. So it's your guys' fault. I'm just kidding. Okay, so now that we tapped it, look at this. It's about to be 6:30. Guys, that's a little too perfect, don't you think? Give me a second. Yes, sir. Let's get that sell side. Are you guys still bullish here? Okay, so now we finally tapped into the 30-minute IFVG and we respected this 30-minute bearish FEG. We came up above it and now we're respecting the high there. So if we start running down from here, I'm looking for that. Maybe one more 30-minute candle. Maybe one more. Because if we get one more 30-minute candle right there, then we'll have a FEG to actually flip and take it lower. I don't see any more bullish. Like it didn't leave any like unfailed daily FEG. Other than this like IFEG up here, but we don't necessarily have to like tap back into an IFEG. This is good as long as we're getting sell side here. This isn't a bad entry at all. Let's scale out, see if we have anything else. 1 hour. Oh, look at this. I didn't even notice this, by the way. There was a 1 hour. Oh, it missed it though. Thought it tapped it right here. And now that I zoom in, there isn't even an IFG, and I'm just tripping out. Is it trying to use the 1 hour? It's hard. Today's a hard trading day. Honestly, when it's difficult, you just end stream, right, guys? Maybe make me do a challenge. I'll go jump in the pool or something. All right, guys, let's go to the pool. Taking my laptop with me to the pool. We're gonna be streaming down there right now. Come on, please sell off, please, please, mercy. What's got gold moving like that? Damn, son. Damn, son. So if it does want to go up, we would want it to tap into this thing and go lower, or it could even come up into the 4 hour FEG that it missed like last week. You see this? It missed it like a good like 3 times. Now that I'm like thinking about like, oh, it's coming towards the end of the month, so we're probably gonna get some sell side, you know? And I still believe in that. I think for July, these are all gonna be really good targets that I'm gonna like aim for on a week to week basis, where I'm gonna be expecting this to actually take out all this stuff. Like this high, that's definitely getting taken out. Like look at how much liquidity is built up right there. Once it starts running from that 3 month FEG, we're aiming for all time highs and all these targets. Nice. We're finally getting sell side. So this is looking good. Let's go back to the 30-minute time frame right here. There you go. There you go. Ah. Okay, so what do you do on a live account? You turn off your can't flip my screen sideways. You flip it sideways, and then you start spamming this button on the top left. That's how you make money. Hate to break it to you. That's how you make money. Just 0.01s though. Okay, what's important to us right now? I guess the 1 hour time frame, 30-minute. We can go down and just see lower time frame after the 30-minute. Like 5 minute, we can see if it flips these. as it's running down. It will though. It's time to just relax, sit back, enjoy the show. Mm, 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 mm. Dun, 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 dun. What's for dinner tonight? I don't know. I think chicken tacos. We're having some chicken tacos. We have been cooking our own food here. I should honestly go out for some tacos one of these nights. I mean, this is only our second day here, and it's just so we can like go to the pools right away, you know? Make our own food, hop in the pools, go to the beach. You don't have to drive around to look for some food. But I'm definitely craving some nice greasy tacos, you know? Sometimes I just feel like blowing up, like not an actual bomb, mentally. Nice job. Time to look for those cells, though. Hey, it's a generational run here. My little nephew just came back. Who knows what this concept is called right here? So see, there would have been a new for Valley app, the one that I was talking about just now, that would have formed right there. But it prevented that for Valley app from forming. What is that concept called? Now, in this situation, like I'm not looking for buy side, but if I was bullish and I was looking for like a bullish narrative because I thought that the market wanted to go up, which I don't, I think it wants to go down, and this is a sign like clearly showing us that we're gonna go down. So I'm not gonna be looking for buys from here. But if I was bullish, then this is an immediate rebalance. That's what it's called. And from this area right here, we're expecting buy side if we're bullish because it's like it's the very bottom of the move. So at the bottom of the move, if it rebalances like the first candle, you don't even need to look for rally gap or something. This is already a confluence in itself to support your narrative. But come on, melt off here. 3 minute FVGs right here. Let's check the 5 minute. That's better for us actually. Let's look at this 5 minute one. Wait for market to close below that. Add some more positions. We didn't close below it. Like it can still just run down right now, you know? But then we don't know that it's gonna run down. Then we're not confident in it. Like I still think it's gonna run down, but why did it not pull back a little bit lower and close below it? Like that's some stuff that I just don't understand. Like look, it's still running down, but why didn't it give us an opportunity to enter by just pulling down slightly lower and closing below it? Ah, I'm losing my mind here. Too easy. Too easy. Poor little baby. There you go. That's the kind of sell side we want to see. We're easily about to get like 200 pips of sell side right now. Because it's already Friday's range, guys. This is the last day of the week. So if it doesn't happen right now, it's gonna happen New York session, London session, but it's happening today. I'm ready for that. Why your brother not trading today is he don't want to be rich. Literally, I'm gonna screenshot that, send it to him. Dumb little kid. You don't want to be rich, bro? I know he's over here chasing little girls, bro. I just mean he's hanging out with some friends. Um, yeah, we're on vacation, and he would rather go sit in the pool, enjoy his vacation. Unlike somebody who has a little screw loose like me, all I want to do is get rich. But that's funny. You should try tortas. Tortas. You're not talking about tortas, like tortas. Okay. Sandwich. Una torta. I just seen a bunch of memes of like people calling big Mexican girls tortas. Torta pounder. That's so funny. I mean, that looks good. You don't normally see people put like chopped, like whatever this meat is inside of a sandwich. You get like a slice of turkey or something. This looks like a nice juicy sandwich. I'd go for that right now. I would go for that. Lame. What's the next objective? I think we might finally be able to look for that 15-minute time frame one. Finally. All right, I'm gonna take a phone call, guys. I'm gonna just watch the chart. I'm gonna still be here. Don't worry. Don't get no attachment anxiety. All right. If you want, how about you guys drop some comments instead? Play some music to cancel out the background noise. I can't play music because this is YouTube, and I have AirPods in, so we're not equipped to be streaming right now. You just gotta enjoy it. Good meat would be biste. Biste. Biste tortas. Stop making me hungry, bro. Stop making me hungry. Can you just tap back into it again? Man, screw this pair, man. Come on, man. But low-key, I wouldn't have taken that first loss if I waited for that. Come on, I have a system that I followed for years, bro. Why did I decide not to follow it today, man? We good though. We still walking away with some money today. All right, be right back.